Before we begin, if you enjoy these sleep stories, a like and subscribe helps this channel grow. I'm curious, where are you listening from, and what time is it there? Leave a comment below. Now let's begin. The first soft light of dawn filters through the expansive windows, casting long, geometric patterns across the polished marble floor of your penthouse. You stir gently, feeling the cool, smooth whisper of silk sheets against your skin as you slowly stretch, a quiet release in the tranquil space. A faint, distant hum of the awakening city below is the only sound, a subtle counterpoint to the profound stillness within your sanctuary. You let your fingers trace the cool, firm edge of the pillow, savoring the moment before you even consider moving. With an unhurried grace, you slide from the bed, your bare feet meeting the plush, deep pile of a hand-knotted rug that offers a soft, grounding warmth. You pause, allowing the subtle chill of the morning air to refresh you, a gentle invitation to begin the day. Moving towards the panoramic windows, you gaze out over the city just beginning to stir. A vast tapestry of muted grays and soft blues under the nascent sun. The air carries the faint, clean scent of the high altitude, perhaps a hint of ozone. You then drift towards the sleek, minimalist kitchen, where your morning ritual awaits. The gleaming surfaces of the stone countertop reflect the ambient light as you reach for a fine porcelain mug, its smooth, cool weight settling comfortably in your hand. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee, dark and rich, begins to unfurl, filling the air with its comforting, stimulating scent. You pour the dark liquid, watching the steam curl lazily upwards, a silent, delicate dance. Carrying your warm mug, you settle into a low, leather armchair positioned perfectly by the tallest window. The supple leather yields gently to your weight, embracing you. You bring the cup to your lips, feeling the subtle warmth emanating from the porcelain before taking a slow, considered sip. The coffee is smooth, with a whisper of distant earth, warming you from the inside. You simply watch as the city slowly brightens, cars becoming distinct, lights winking out, the world gathering its momentum while you remain in a pocket of calm. The quiet warmth of the mug, a steady presence in your hands. The quiet warmth of your coffee mug still cradled in your hands, you rise from the armchair, drawn by the increasing brilliance of the morning. The initial crispness of the air inside your penthouse softens as you approach the tall glass doors leading to your private terrace, a natural extension of your luxurious morning. You push one door open with a gentle touch, and a breath of fresh, cool air, carrying a faint, sweet hint of blooming jasmine from a nearby garden, washes over you, inviting you further into the day. Stepping out onto the terrace, the sun, now a more assertive presence, bathes everything in a soft, golden light. It warms your skin, a pleasant contrast to the cooler air inside, and illuminates the intricate wrought iron railings and the terracotta pots overflowing with vibrant greenery. You take a slow, deep breath, inhaling the pure morning air mixed with the distant, subtle whisper of the city awakening below, a softer, more melodic hum than the one heard from indoors. Your gaze sweeps across the iconic Parisian rooftops, a patchwork of slate and zinc gleaming in the sunlight, punctuated by elegant chimney pots and distant landmarks. A small, beautifully set table catches your eye, covered with a crisp linen cloth. Delicate porcelain plates and silver cutlery glint softly, awaiting your attention. A carafe of freshly squeezed orange juice catches the light, its liquid golden, alongside a small, ornate basket filled with an assortment of patisseries. You settle into one of the comfortable outdoor chairs, its cushion soft and inviting beneath you. Reaching for a warm, flaky croissant, Your fingers brush against its perfectly golden, delicate crust. The aroma of baked butter and sweet yeast is intoxicatingly subtle. You break a piece off, the layers separating with a soft, almost imperceptible whisper, and bring it to your lips. The taste is light, buttery, and melts on your tongue, a truly exquisite start. You take a sip of the cool, vibrant juice, its citrus notes bright and refreshing. The city view unfolds before you, silent and majestic. As you slowly savor each moment, the subtle sounds of distant life a gentle backdrop to your tranquil breakfast. Leaving the sun-drenched terrace and the lingering aroma of fresh pastries behind, you re-enter the cool, hushed serenity of your penthouse. The subtle chill of the marble floor underfoot is a familiar sensation, anchoring you as you transition from the vibrant exterior to the quiet interior. A gentle breeze, carrying a faint, clean scent from the open terrace door, whispers through the expansive living area, stirring the sheer curtains just perceptibly. The city's hum outside fades to a barely audible murmur, replaced by a profound sense of peace. You glide through a discreet doorway, designed to blend seamlessly with the wall paneling, and step into the soft, controlled light of your private art gallery. Here, the world outside seems to dissolve entirely. The air within this dedicated space feels distinct, slightly cooler and utterly still, carrying a faint, refined scent of aged canvas and polished wood. Recessed lighting, strategically placed, casts a warm, inviting glow, meticulously highlighting each framed masterpiece. Your eyes drift from one painting to the next, a curated collection of quiet beauty spanning centuries. You pause before a large canvas, its oil paint still holding a deep, rich texture, depicting a tranquil landscape. You notice the brushstrokes, almost imperceptible, that form a distant line of trees, and the delicate interplay of light and shadow on a calm river. The frame itself is a work of art, a dark, intricately carved wood that feels substantial and cool if you were to reach out and touch it. Moving slowly, deliberately, you shift your attention to a smaller, more intimate portrait. The subject's gaze is serene, timeless, and almost feels as if it follows you. You observe the subtle shifts in color in the drape of their garment, the delicate folds rendered with exquisite care. The hushed atmosphere of the gallery encourages deep, unhurried contemplation. There is no urgency here, only the silent presence of art. Each piece holds its own story, expressed not in words but in form and hue, inviting your quiet observation, settling your mind into a rhythm of gentle appreciation. The world of vibrant Parisian rooftops now feels a comfortable distance away, replaced by this private realm of quiet, enduring beauty. The plush rug underfoot muffles your slow, deliberate footsteps as you continue your quiet promenade through the private gallery. A subtle, dry scent of aged canvas and polished oak lingers gently in the temperature-controlled air, a familiar and reassuring comfort. This morning, your usual unhurried journey through the collection leads you to a new presence, subtly positioned in a quiet alcove, away from the more familiar, grander works. It is a small, exquisite marble bust, gleaming with a soft, almost translucent luminosity under the carefully calibrated spotlights. You approach it with an innate sense of reverence, your attention drawn immediately to the delicate, nuanced curves of its classical form. The artist's mastery is evident in every smooth plane and subtle indentation, capturing a moment of profound serenity in cold stone. You observe the way the ambient light kisses its high points, creating momentary flashes of ethereal brilliance against the soft shadows that define its contours. You slowly circle the pedestal, allowing your eyes to trace the delicate lines of the drapery, the finely sculpted hair, and the gentle, almost imperceptible smile. From each angle, the bust offers a new perspective, a different interplay of light and shadow, revealing deeper layers of craftsmanship. Your mind begins to quietly consider its placement, imagining its serene presence amidst the larger paintings and tapestries that populate your collection, a harmonious counterpoint of texture and form. The cool, smooth surface of the marble seems to absorb all external sound, contributing to the profound stillness. You pause, your hands resting lightly behind your back, not touching the artwork, but feeling its profound, silent presence. There is a deep, resonant weight to its stillness, an ancient calm that seems to emanate from the stone itself. The air around it feels subtly charged with the timeless narratives it embodies, the dedication of the artisan who brought it to life. This deliberate observation is a private communion, a silent, unhurried conversation between you and the enduring beauty before you, undisturbed by any external sound. The gradual shift in the morning's light beyond the gallery walls does not intrude upon this tranquil sanctuary. Here, time seems suspended, dedicated entirely to this moment of quiet discernment. The marble bust seems to hold its breath, waiting for your unspoken acceptance. As you stand there, a quiet, deep understanding settles within you, a soft, unwavering sense of affirmation. This piece belongs. It is destined to join the quiet, rich tapestry of your collection, adding its serene voice. You simply allow this quiet certainty to settle, an enduring resonance within the hushed gallery. The deliberate selection is complete, a new harmony found within the timeless, quiet beauty. Leaving the hushed, controlled environment of your private art gallery and its quiet, enduring marble bust behind, a new landscape gently enfolds you. The subtle scent of aged canvas gives way to a vibrant, earthy fragrance as you step into the embrace of the Tuscan morning. The air, though warm, carries a refreshing lightness, a promise of gentle, sun-drenched hours to come. A distant, almost imperceptible hum of unseen insects is the only sound, a natural counterpoint to the profound stillness that permeates this ancient land. You begin a slow, deliberate stroll through the meticulously kept rows of your vineyard. The gravel path crunches softly beneath your bespoke leather shoes, with each unhurried step, a rhythmic, grounding sound that blends seamlessly with the ambient quiet. On either side, the mature vines stretch out in perfect, verdant lines, their leaves a deep, rich green, vibrant with the energy of the morning sun. A gentle breeze, warm and dry, whispers through the foliage, creating a soft, rustling murmur that sweeps through the valley. Your eyes drift over the plump, heavy clusters of grapes, hanging like precious jewels beneath the canopy of leaves. Some are a deep, almost iridescent purple, their skin stretched taut with ripeness, while others hold a translucent, golden-green hue, still absorbing the sun's slow magic. You reach out a hand, allowing your fingertips to brush lightly against a cluster of purple grapes. Their surface is surprisingly cool and smooth, dusted with a delicate, natural bloom. A faint, sweet aroma of fermenting sugar and warm earth rises from them, a heady, grounding scent. You pause, allowing the warm sunlight to drench your shoulders, a comforting weight. The gentle slope of the land unfolds before you, a harmonious tapestry of green vineyards, dark cypress trees, and ochre-toned farmhouses nestled comfortably in the distance. The air here feels alive, yet deeply peaceful, infused with the quiet industry of nature. A solitary bee buzzes past your ear, a soft, whirring sound, moving between the tiny hidden blossoms at the base of the vines. You take a slow, deep breath, holding the pure, sun-warmed air in your lungs before releasing it slowly. This quiet communion with the land, the patient promise of the harvest, settles deeply within you. The vibrant grapes, plump and sun-drenched, continue their silent work, a testament to the enduring beauty and rhythm of the Tuscan earth. The sun's warmth on your skin and the earthy scent of ripening grapes gradually recede as you step from the sun-drenched vineyard into the cool, shadowed embrace of your historic wine cellar. The air instantly becomes stiller, imbued with a deep, complex aroma of damp earth, old oak, and the subtle sweet tang of fermenting wine. The sound of your footsteps on the compacted earth floor is absorbed by the thick stone walls, creating a profound, hushed reverence. You follow the gentle, unhurried movements of your sommelier, a figure whose quiet expertise is evident in every precise gesture. He moves with a calm grace between towering racks of bottles, their dark glass gleaming faintly in the soft, diffused light cast by antique sconces. The racks themselves are crafted from dark, aged wood, exuding a sense of enduring strength and history. A faint, low hum of the climate control system is barely perceptible, a continuous, soothing whisper in the background. He pauses before a particular section, his fingers lightly tracing a label before carefully extracting a bottle. The gentle pop as the cork is eased from the bottle is soft and resonant, echoing briefly in the cool subterranean space. He pours a small amount of the deep ruby liquid into a fine crystal glass, its delicate chime, a beautiful, fleeting sound. The wine swirls gently in the glass, catching the dim light, revealing its rich, complex color. You take the glass from his hand, feeling the cool, delicate weight of the crystal. Bringing it to your nose, you inhale deeply, allowing the subtle, layered aromas of dark fruit, aged leather, and a hint of spice to unfold. It is a quiet narrative of time and terroir. Then, you take a slow, small sip, allowing the wine to rest on your tongue, its velvety texture and nuanced flavors coating your palate before you swallow, feeling the gentle warmth spread. The sommelier stands silently, a respectful, understanding presence, his gaze soft and patient, allowing you to immerse yourself fully in the experience. There is no need for words. The quiet guidance is in his thoughtful selection, the deliberate presentation, and the shared appreciation for the craftsmanship contained within the bottle. The cool, ancient silence of the cellar deepens, embracing you completely. The cool, ancient embrace of the wine cellar slowly recedes as you ascend from its depths, emerging into the gentle afternoon warmth of your Tuscan estate. The lingering aroma of oak and earth from the tasting dissipates, replaced by the subtle, sun-warmed scent of old stone and cypress trees that perfume the air outside. Your footsteps, once muffled by the cellar's silence, now echo softly on the well-worn flagstones of a secluded courtyard, their surface smooth beneath your feet. You drift towards a less frequented part of the main house, a wing of the estate you know holds untold quiet treasures. The sunlight, now softer and diffused, slants through high arched windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the golden shafts. A scent grows stronger as you approach a heavy, unassuming door crafted from dark, aged wood. The distinct, comforting perfume of old paper, leather, and beeswax polish. It promises a world of hushed contemplation, pushing the door open with a gentle, almost soundless creak. You step into the estate's hidden library wing. The air inside is immediately cooler, drier, carrying that deep, resonant scent of centuries of accumulated knowledge. Tall, intricately carved wooden bookshelves stretch from floor to ceiling, their rich, dark surfaces gleaming faintly, lined with countless volumes in various states of age. A profound silence envelops you, broken only by the barely audible hum of a distant, antique clock, marking the passage of time in another part of the house. Your fingers glide along the spines of the leather-bound books, feeling the smooth, cool texture of the aged hide, the faint indentation of embossed titles. Each volume feels substantial, weighty, with stories. You pause at a section filled with forgotten tomes, their covers perhaps a little faded, their titles in elegant, scriptive fonts. You carefully select one, its binding slightly stiff, and withdraw it from its resting place, feeling a whisper of ancient dust dislodge. The delicate rustle of the pages as you gently open the book is almost imperceptible, a soft breath in the quiet room. You notice the delicate foxing on the creamy, thick paper, the precise, almost forgotten script, and the intricate hand-drawn illustrations that punctuate the text. The faint scent of the pages, a mix of vanilla and dry wood, rises to meet you. You trace a finger along a line of print, not reading, but simply appreciating the quiet beauty of the craftsmanship, the enduring presence of knowledge. The subdued light from the tall windows continues to paint soft patterns across the rich wood and the quiet pages, enveloping you in a deep, settled calm. The thick, leather-bound tome, gently released from its long slumber on the shelf, feels cool and substantial in your hands, its presence a quiet invitation. The air in the hidden library wing remains still and dry, imbued with that profound, comforting scent of aged paper and fine wood. The soft, diffused afternoon light, still painting golden patterns across the polished floorboards, beckons you further into the quiet ritual. You slowly move towards a window alcove where a generously proportioned antique armchair, upholstered in faded velvet, awaits. Its deep cushions offer a welcoming embrace as you carefully settle into its plush depth, the material yielding softly beneath you with a barely audible sigh. The cool, smooth wood of the armrest feels comforting beneath your fingertips, a link to the craftsmanship of an earlier era. You arrange the book on your lap, its weight grounding and present. With deliberate gentleness, you open the ancient volume once more. The spine offers a faint, almost imperceptible resistance, a soft whisper of time. The pages, thick and creamy with age, turn with a delicate rustling sound, like dry leaves stirred by a summer breeze. Each sheet carries its own unique, subtle fragrance, a blend of vanilla, dust, and ink. Your eyes softly scan the elegant, often ornate script, noticing the occasional faded illustration or a neatly pressed, delicate botanical specimen tucked between the leaves, long forgotten by casual readers. Then, deep within the pages, nestled amongst the formal entries, your gaze falls upon something different. A single, unbound sheet of heavy, handmade paper, distinct from the book's original pages, slips gently from its resting place. Its texture is rougher, more fibrous beneath your fingertips. On it, in a different hand, a more personal, looping script. A name familiar to your family history is elegantly penned. Perhaps a quiet annotation, a personal reflection, or a secret shared only with the pages. The faint impression of the writing feels almost embossed, hinting at a hidden legacy. You hold the loose sheet for a moment, the weight of its unspoken history palpable yet tranquil. The sunlight continues its slow descent, softening the edges of the room, drawing long, comforting shadows across the shelves. You carefully place the sheet back within the tome, closing the book with a soft, settling thud. The quiet rhythm of the library, punctuated only by the distant hum of the estate, enfolds you completely, leaving a gentle echo of discovery within the serene stillness. The ancient family secrets are not revealed with drama, but with a quiet, grounding touch, settling peacefully within the aged pages and your calm awareness. The ancient quiet of your Tuscan library, with its whispers of forgotten knowledge, gently yields to the vibrant yet subdued energy of a Florentine afternoon. A subtle shift in the air, from dusty parchment to something sharper, crisper, hints at a new purpose as you step from the warm, sunlit street into the refined quietude of a renowned atelier. The sounds of the city's narrow cobblestone streets, once a soft murmur, are immediately muted by the thick old walls, replaced by a profound, hushed stillness. A soft chime above the heavy oak door announces your arrival, barely audible over the gentle hum of activity within the spacious atelier. The air here is distinct, carrying the elegant, dry scent of fine wool and linen, mingled with a faint, sweet hint of aged leather and wood polish. High windows, diffused by sheer cream-colored curtains, cast a soft, even light across the gleaming parquet floor. Bolts of exquisite fabrics, in every shade imaginable, are neatly stacked on dark wooden shelves, their textures inviting. A figure emerges from behind a draped cutting table. Your tailor, his movements precise and unhurried, his expression one of quiet dedication. He offers a subtle, respectful nod, his hands, calloused and knowing from decades of meticulous work, gesturing towards a private fitting area. There, a new creation, still in its foundational stages, waits patiently on a tall, slender mannequin, hinting at its bespoke form. A faint, low rustle of fabric accompanies his every step. You step into the hushed cubicle, allowing the heavy, developing suit jacket to settle onto your shoulders. The raw, charcoal gray wool, chosen weeks ago, feels surprisingly soft and substantial against your skin, still lacking its final silk lining but already hinting at its perfect drape. The unfinished seams offer a slight, unusual texture against your shirt, a subtle reminder of the meticulous process yet to be completed. You pause, allowing the weight of the garment to settle. The tailor re-enters, a small cushion of glinting pins strapped to his wrist. He moves around you with an unspoken understanding, his hands making minute adjustments, a gentle tug here, a light smoothing there. You feel the cool, precise touch of his fingertips as he guides the fabric, each adjustment a silent, focused conversation with the cloth. The tiny, almost imperceptible click of a pin being inserted into the wool is the only sound, a testament to his unwavering focus. You gaze into the full-length mirror, watching the silhouette slowly begin to take shape, the lines flowing with a nascent grace, reflecting the subtle, evolving art of tailoring. The delicate weight of the evolving suit rests comfortably on your frame, a quiet, reassuring presence, each pin a silent promise of future elegance. The soft, raw wool of the nascent suit jacket drapes comfortably over your shoulders, held in place by a precise scattering of tailor's pins. The air in the Florentine atelier remains filled with a dry, distinguished scent of fine fabrics, a subtle blend of natural fibers and the faintest echo of warm irons, along with a subtle rhythmic hum of quiet industry from distant corners of the workshop. You stand centered before the large, antique mirror, its polished surface reflecting the subdued afternoon light, observing the tailor's meticulous adjustments. His focused presence is a calming, almost meditative anchor in this refined space. The subtle tension of the fabric as he smooths it across your back, carefully working out a nascent crease, is a gentle reminder of the painstaking craft unfolding around you, a silent conversation between his skilled hands and the exquisite material. Your fingers instinctively reach out, slowly, deliberately, touching the charcoal gray wool. You feel its dense, finely textured surface, allowing your pads to trace the subtle, almost imperceptible weave pattern. It is cool and resilient beneath your touch, with a surprising softness that belies its strength, a tangible promise of both warmth and enduring quality in the completed garment. You close your eyes for a long, unhurried moment, allowing your mind to drift, gently visualizing the finished suit. You project its perfectly pressed lines, the elegant, effortless way it will fall without a single wrinkle, sensing its ideal weight and balanced drape. A faint, almost inaudible snip of a tiny sharp scissor from a nearby workbench drifts through the quiet room, a rhythmic sound of dedicated creation, blending harmoniously into the profound focus of the atelier. You exhale slowly, feeling the current drape and the potential of the future form settling around you. The tailor then, with an unhurried, almost ritualistic grace, produces a generous swatch of silk, a deep, rich burgundy that catches the soft diffused light from the high arched windows. He holds it gently, allowing the smooth, cool fabric to brush lightly, almost imperceptibly, against your inner arm, just where the jacket's luxurious lining will eventually rest. The contrast in texture is profound and inviting. The crisp, dry, yet wonderfully soft wool on the outside, and the ethereal, flowing, cool sensation of the silk that promises a hidden, sensual luxury within. A subtle, almost imperceptible sheen emanates from the silk, shifting gently with the light, hinting at its smooth, effortless glide against your skin with every movement you might make. You can almost feel the exquisite softness of it, even without full contact, a comfort waiting patiently to be sewn into the very heart of the suit. You pause, absorbing the promise of this exquisite inner layer, a moment of pure, tactile anticipation. He turns you gently, his hands light and professional on your shoulders, a silent invitation to shift your gaze. Your eyes then settle upon the nascent lines of the trousers, carefully laid out on a polished mahogany table, its dark surface reflecting the soft, ambient light of the room. The precise, unstitched folds of the dark fabric are a testament to the pattern maker's exactitude, a complex geometry of future elegance. You trace the shape with your eyes, slowly, deliberately, envisioning the seamless flow, the perfect, unbroken drape of the cloth from your hip down to your ankle, a silent symphony of form and potential movement. The atelier is quiet once more, save for the faint, steady breath of the tailor as he contemplates the next minute, crucial adjustment, a breath so soft it could be your own. You stand utterly still, allowing the imagined contours of the complete suit to settle around you, feeling it as a perfect, elegant, second skin, already forming in your mind. The lingering scent of fine wool and silk from the atelier gradually gives way to a different, more precise fragrance as you journey from the bustling heart of Florence back to the tranquility of your estate. The afternoon light is now softening, casting longer, gentler shadows across the ancient stone pathways. A subtle, high-pitched tick-tick-tick, almost imperceptible at first, begins to assert itself in the hushed air, drawing you towards a secluded annex where the art of time is meticulously pursued. The stone beneath your feet transitions from warm, sun-baked flagstones to cooler, smoother polished slate as you approach the workshop. You push open a heavy, unassuming door, feeling the satisfying resistance of its solid oak, and step into a realm of profound concentration and quiet mechanical beauty. The air inside is remarkably still, cool, and dry, carrying a distinct, refined scent of fine lubricating oil, polished brass, and the faintest metallic tang. Soft, focused light from several articulated lamps illuminates a long, impeccably clean workbench, highlighting an array of miniature tools laid out with surgical precision. The ambient sound is dominated by the gentle, hypnotic symphony of subtle clicks and soft whirs, emanating from various timepieces in different stages of assembly or repair. At the center of the bench, hunched over a complex open-watch movement, sits your master horologist. His posture is one of deep, unwavering focus, his movements slow, deliberate, and utterly precise. He wears a magnifying loupe, a singular dark eyepiece that allows him to peer into the intricate microcosm of gears and springs. His hands, though aged, are remarkably steady, guided by an intuition born of decades of intimate understanding of these tiny, pulsing mechanisms. You watch as he delicately, almost reverently, places a minuscule ruby jewel into a specific pivot hole using a pair of incredibly fine-tipped tweezers. The tiny component glints, catching the light, before settling into its preordained position with a soft, almost inaudible, snick. The precision is breathtaking, each movement calculated and without hesitation. The polished brass plates of the movement gleam under the lamp, reflecting the horologist's focused face, a silent testament to the intricate dance of engineering and artistry. A faint, steady, collistress from the work of a distant polishing machine provides a soothing, rhythmic counterpoint to the absolute stillness around the workbench. You take a slow, deep breath, absorbing the quiet dedication that fills the room. The scent of fine metals and oil is grounding. The horologist pauses, his head lifting slightly, his gaze resting momentarily on the intricate workings. A silent moment of contemplation before he continues. The delicate, almost living heart of the timepiece lies exposed, a testament to enduring craftsmanship. The profound stillness of the workshop and the rhythmic precision of the tiny gears begin to slow your own breathing, drawing you into a deep, quiet calm, a tranquil space where time itself seems to unfold with infinite, gentle patience. The master horologist's focused presence continues to anchor the quiet workshop, a place where time itself is both deconstructed and lovingly restored. The dry, precise scent of fine oils and polished metal still lingers gently in the cool, still air around you. Your attention, however, now drifts from his steady hands to the intricate, exposed mechanism of the timepiece itself, resting delicately on a plush velvet cloth. The soft, rhythmic tick-tick-tick, almost imperceptible at first, now blossoms into a clear, mesmerizing whisper, filling the hushed space with its ancient, steady song. You lean slightly closer, your gaze drawn into the heart of the mechanism. Tiny, almost invisible gears crafted from gleaming brass and steel perform their elegant, ceaseless dance. You watch a minuscule escape wheel, its teeth impossibly fine, engage with a pallet fork, causing it to pivot with exquisite precision. Each micro-movement, is a testament to perfect engineering and unwavering purpose. The delicate, almost silent click of these interlocking parts forms the quiet symphony of the watch, a lulling, consistent rhythm that seems to slow your own pulse to match its tranquil pace. The subtle gleam of polished metal components, reflecting the soft, focused light of the work lamps, creates miniature, fleeting stars within the intricate miniature galaxy of the movement. Your eyes follow the slow, steady oscillation of the balance wheel, a tiny, hypnotic pendulum that governs the heartbeat of time. Its surface, polished to a mirror finish, catches and releases the light with each gentle swing, a soft, almost breathing motion. Around it, minuscule blued steel screws, perfectly seated, add pinpricks of deep sapphire color to the warm brass. You can almost feel the gentle, subtle vibration emanating from the delicate coil of the hairspring, a living tension that gives the watch its tireless energy. The air around these intricate parts feels subtly charged with their quiet, ceaseless energy, yet remains profoundly peaceful. The horologist, still bent over his work, makes another minute adjustment, his breath so faint it is almost swallowed by the ambient silence. You notice the deep, rich texture of the wooden workbench beneath the velvet, the grain visible under the strong lamplight, worn smooth by generations of dedicated hands. The scent of fine old wood blends with the metallic, oily scent, creating a complex, grounding aroma unique to this sanctuary of time. The rhythmic ticking of the mechanism continues its soft, unwavering presence, a quiet lullaby composed of gears and springs. You remain absorbed in this delicate dance of precision, the soft ticking a gentle current carrying your thoughts. The intricate clockwork mechanisms, with their mesmerizing movements and subtle gleam, seem to hum with a serene, profound purpose. You feel a deep, settled calm radiating from this dedicated space, a quiet respect for the enduring artistry of time. The soft, continuous tick-tick-tick now feels like a natural part of the quiet air, a steady, comforting presence, gently lulling you further into a state of deep tranquility. The precise, rhythmic ticking of the horologist's workshop, with its cool, dry air and metallic tang, slowly recedes behind you. You step from the quiet annex into the soft, languid warmth of your Tuscan estate's afternoon, the sun now a lower, gentler presence in the sky. A new, rich scent, humid and intensely floral, begins to drift towards you on a barely perceptible breeze, drawing you across the sun-dappled courtyard towards a distant, shimmering structure. It is your glass house, an elegant edifice of wrought iron and polished glass, catching the afternoon light in 1,000 delicate reflections. As you approach, the air around it grows noticeably warmer, thicker, already hinting at the lush microclimate within. The surface of the glass feels smooth and faintly warm to your fingertips as you push open the large, ornate door, which swings inward with a soft, almost soundless sigh. The immediate sensation upon entering is one of profound, enveloping humidity, a gentle, comforting cloak that instantly relaxes your shoulders. The air is rich with the earthy scent of damp soil and the sweet, exotic perfumes of countless blooming orchids, a heady, grounding fragrance. Sunlight filters through the glass panes above, broken into soft, shimmering shafts that illuminate dust motes dancing lazily in the verdant air. A faint, rhythmic drip of water from an unseen irrigation system provides a soft, soothing counterpoint to the deep quiet. You move slowly through the rows of exquisite plants, their vibrant colors a breathtaking tapestry against the deep greens of their leaves. Each orchid seems to possess its own unique, intricate beauty. Your gaze settles upon a particularly rare specimen, its petals a velvety crimson, veined with delicate, almost translucent gold. The intricate structure of its bloom, a silent testament to natural artistry, invites a closer, more detailed observation. From a slim leather portfolio you carry, you carefully extract a sheet of heavy, textured paper and a smooth, cool graphite pencil. You find a quiet spot on a low, rustic bench, its aged wood smooth beneath your hand, and gently settle in. The subtle whisper of the pencil as its tip touches the paper is the only sound you make, a soft, intimate scratching. With unhurried precision, your hand begins to trace the delicate, almost otherworldly form of the orchid, capturing the subtle curves of its petals, the precise lines of its stamen, the humid air, the rich floral scent, and the gentle drip of water create a cocoon of calm, deepening your concentration as you lose yourself in the quiet artistry of observation and line. The exquisite fragility of the orchid, now carefully translated onto the paper, feels like a delicate, settling breath, holding the serene beauty of the moment. The gentle whisper of your graphite pencil on the textured paper continues, a soft, rhythmic scratching that fills the humid air of the glasshouse. Sunlight, softened by the glass panes above, casts a tranquil glow upon your drawing, illuminating the subtle gradients taking shape on the page. The profound, floral scent of exotic orchids, mingling with the earthy fragrance of damp soil, creates a rich, enveloping atmosphere, a fragrant cocoon around your quiet activity. Your gaze, calm and unwavering, returns to the rare crimson orchid, studying the delicate undulations of its petals. You notice the minuscule imperfections, the subtle shifts in hue from deep ruby to almost translucent gold at the edges, the almost invisible veins that trace intricate pathways across its velvety surface. The intricate architecture of the bloom invites an unhurried, meticulous observation, each curve and fold holding a silent elegance. With a quiet breath, you bring the cool, smooth pencil back to the paper. The gentle pressure creates a fine line, a barely audible sung swoosh as graphite is transferred to the fibrous surface. You feel the slight resistance of the paper against the pencil tip, a pleasing tactile sensation as you slowly build up the layers of shadow and light, capturing the orchid's elegant, almost ethereal form. The meticulous precision required by each stroke encourages a deep, singular focus, quieting any lingering thoughts. Time seems to expand and contract, flowing with the quiet rhythm of your hand. The subtle, rhythmic drip of water from the unseen irrigation system provides a lulling backdrop, a steady, soft plink into the hidden reservoirs below, punctuating the stillness. You pause for a moment, resting the pencil on the page, letting your eyes soften, taking in the full sweep of the glasshouse around you, a verdant sanctuary where every leaf and bloom holds its own silent story. A delicate shade begins to deepen under one of the orchid's curving petals, giving it a three-dimensional presence on the flat page. You lean back slightly on the smooth, aged wood of the bench, a quiet sense of satisfaction settling in your chest, feeling the soft, humid air on your skin. The subtle, sweet aroma of the orchid itself, mingling with the clean scent of graphite, is comforting and singular, deepening the sense of peaceful absorption. The quiet focus on botanical forms has unfolded with effortless grace, a tranquil dance of observation and creation. Your pencil lies still on the fine paper, the delicate lines of the orchid now patiently awaiting your return. The soft, rhythmic drip of water continues, a steady, calming pulse in the verdant quiet, lulling you further into a state of deep, settled tranquility. The humid, floral air of the glasshouse and the subtle graphite scent of your botanical drawings gently recede as you transition from one sanctuary to another. The late afternoon sun, now a soft, diffused golden light, guides you across a perfectly raked gravel path, its gentle crunch underfoot, a familiar, soothing sound. A profound sense of serenity washes over you as you approach the entrance to your private Zen garden, a space designed for quiet contemplation and ritual. You pass through a gate of aged bamboo, its slender stalks emitting a faint dry creak as it opens and closes behind you, sealing off the world outside. The air within the garden is remarkably still, cool, and clean, carrying a subtle, earthy scent of damp moss, smooth river stones, and a faint, sweet hint of cedar from the small, meticulously trimmed trees. Every element of the garden is placed with deliberate intention, from the artfully arranged rocks to the perfectly raked sand, creating a landscape of profound quietude. A distant, almost imperceptible murmur of water from a hidden fountain offers the only other sound, a constant, lulling whisper. You move towards a small, traditional tea hut, its dark, polished wooden steps warm beneath your bare feet. The sliding paper shoji screens, delicate and translucent, allow the soft golden light to filter gently into the interior. As you carefully slide open one screen, its soft, smooth swish, a gentle punctuation in the silence, a serene, uncluttered space unfolds. The air inside is stiller, imbued with the delicate, fresh scent of tatami mats and dried green tea. You settle onto a soft, flat cushion on the tatami, feeling its firm, natural texture beneath you, the gentle scent of straw rising to meet you. Before you, a small, low table holds the implements for a private matcha ceremony. Each piece is exquisitely crafted and perfectly arranged. A simple, dark ceramic bowl, a slender bamboo whisk, a delicate wooden scoop, and a small, sealed tin of vibrant green matcha powder. The precise, unhurried arrangement of these objects is an invitation to mindfulness. Your fingers reach for the bamboo scoop, feeling its smooth, cool, light weight. With deliberate grace, you open the tin of matcha, the faint hiss of the seal breaking in the quiet room, releasing its deeply earthy, slightly sweet fragrance. You carefully measure out the bright green powder into the bowl, watching it settle like fine dust. The gentle, almost reverent preparation for the matcha ceremony has begun, each movement a silent meditation, bringing a profound sense of calm. The world outside the bamboo gate and the shoji screen feels infinitely distant, leaving you enveloped in the tranquil ritual, the subtle sounds of careful movement dissolving into the deepening quiet. The vibrant green matcha powder, carefully measured, rests in the dark ceramic bowl before you, its earthy fragrance, a subtle promise, in the still air of the tea hut. The faint, distant murmur of water from the hidden fountain outside, combined with the clean scent of tatami mats, creates a deeply serene atmosphere. Your hands, moving with an unhurried grace, continue the meditative preparation for the private matcha ceremony. You slowly reach for the small, heavy iron kettle, its matte black surface cool to the touch. With deliberate care, you lift it from its stand, feeling its balanced weight, and pour a precise stream of hot, steaming water into the bowl. The water makes a soft, almost imperceptible trisex as it meets the fine powder, instantly transforming it into a rich, emerald liquid. A delicate mist of steam rises, carrying a heightened, more potent aroma of the green tea, subtly earthy and a little sweet. The warmth emanating from the bowl is comforting on your fingertips. Next, your fingers close around the slender, delicate handle of the bamboo whisk, feeling its smooth, finely cut bristles. You position the whisk carefully in the bowl, just touching the emerald liquid. With a slow, steady rhythm, your wrist begins to move, whisking the matcha in a gentle, almost hypnotic motion. The soft, rhythmic swish, swish, swish of the bamboo bristles against the ceramic creates a delicate, consistent sound, a meditative rhythm in the quiet air. This gentle friction against the smooth surface of the bowl generates a delicate froth, its tiny bubbles rising slowly to the surface, creating a subtle, shimmering green cream. Your gaze remains fixed on the bowl, observing the transformation of the liquid. The rich emerald deepens as the froth becomes denser, more uniform. The subtle scent of the matcha grows, enveloping you in its clean, vital presence. The quiet swish, swish, swish continues, a soothing, consistent sound that allows your mind to settle, emptying itself of all but the gentle motion. You feel the slight tension in your wrist, then the pleasant release as the whisking continues, a physical anchor in the present moment. The warm ceramic of the bowl feels comforting against your fingers, the delicate vibrations from the whisking resonating subtly through the material. Finally, the liquid achieves a perfect, velvety consistency, a bright, inviting emerald green crowned with a soft, persistent foam. You slowly lift the whisk from the bowl, allowing any excess droplets to fall back, a soft, almost imperceptible plink into the tea. The whisk then rests gently on its small ceramic stand, awaiting its next use. The tea hut is quiet once more, save for the faint, steady murmur of the distant fountain and the soft, settling scent of the prepared matcha. You sit for a moment, simply observing the still, vibrant green liquid, a profound sense of tranquility washing over you, ready to simply be. This meditative rhythm has woven itself into the fabric of the quiet air, a gentle lullaby. The clean, earthy scent of matcha and the profound stillness of the Zen tea hut gently recede as you re-emerge into the late afternoon light of your estate. The air is now cooler, carrying a subtle, dry aroma of ancient stone and mature wood. Your footsteps, soft and unhurried on the polished flagstones, lead you towards a different kind of quietude, a place of historical contemplation and lingering echoes of past journeys. A distant, almost imperceptible rustle of leaves in the gentle breeze is the only external sound. You open a solid oak door, its heavy brass handle cool beneath your touch, and step into the warm, inviting embrace of your wood-paneled study. The air here is immediately distinct, rich with the comforting, deeply grounding scent of old leather, seasoned timber, and a faint, sweet hint of pipe tobacco from centuries past. Sunlight, now a mellow, golden hue, filters through the tall, leaded glass windows, illuminating dust motes dancing in the warm, quiet shafts. The hushed atmosphere is profound, a sanctuary of introspection. Your gaze drifts to a large, antique globe, its intricately rendered continents and oceans inviting exploration, before settling on a vast, polished, mahogany desk. Spanning its surface is a newly unfurled, meticulously preserved, ancient map. Its delicate, slightly brittle parchment, a rich, mellow cream color, lies flat and smooth, held gently in place by small, weighty brass paperweights shaped like miniature anchors. The faint, sweet smell of the aged paper rises to meet you. You lean closer, your hands resting lightly on the cool, smooth surface of the desk beside the map. Your eyes trace the delicate, hand-drawn lines of coastlines and mountain ranges, the fanciful illustrations of sea monsters in uncharted waters, and the elegant, calligraphic script of long-forgotten place names. Each detail is a whisper from a bygone era, a silent testament to the audacious spirit of discovery. A faint, soft crackle as you shift your weight slightly is the only sound, absorbed by the thick paneled walls and the heavy Persian rug underfoot. Your finger, moving with slow, deliberate grace, begins to trace a faded sea route, following the intricate dots and dashed lines that once guided intrepid navigators across vast, unknown oceans. You feel the subtle, almost imperceptible texture of the ancient paper, dry and smooth beneath your fingertip. Imagining the ships that once sailed these paper seas, the journeys of old unfold silently beneath your touch, a tranquil, almost hypnotic journey through history. The rich, warm scent of the wood-paneled study deepens around you, a comforting embrace as you lose yourself in the quiet contemplation of ancient cartography, bringing a profound sense of settled calm. The ancient map, with its faded sea routes and fanciful illustrations, now rests quietly on the polished mahogany desk, its silent tales temporarily absorbed. The air in your wood-paneled study continues to be rich, with the grounding scent of old leather and seasoned timber, a warm, enveloping comfort in the late afternoon. Your attention, having lingered on flat historical journeys, now shifts subtly to a more spherical representation of the world, inviting a different kind of quiet exploration. The gentle, almost imperceptible rustle of leaves against the leaded glass windows is the only sound, a soft breath from the outside world. You turn from the desk, your gaze settling on the large, antique globe that stands majestically in a corner of the room, its brass meridian, burnished to a soft, inviting gleam, catches the mellow, golden light filtering through the windows. The deep, rich patina of its wooden base, intricately carved, feels cool and smooth beneath your fingertips as you approach it. The globe itself, rendered in muted, earthy tones, presents a timeless vision of the world, a silent invitation to touch and explore. Your hand reaches out, slowly, deliberately, and your fingers rest gently on the smooth, cool surface of the brass meridian. With an unhurried, almost meditative push, you set the globe spinning. It revolves with an incredibly soft, almost imperceptible whir, a deep, satisfying hum that quickly fades into pure silence as it gathers its slow, effortless momentum. Continents and oceans blur into a tranquil mosaic of blues, greens, and soft browns, creating a hypnotic, calming display. The brass meridian, a steady anchor, remains cool and firm beneath your touch. You watch its steady, silent rotation, your gaze unfocused, allowing the blurred landscape to wash over you, a gentle lull for the eyes. You imagine distant shores, coastlines warmed by unknown suns, and vast, uncharted seas stretching out to the horizon, their surfaces shimmering under an imagined light. The subtle scent of old wood from the globe's stand, mixed with the faint aroma of the study, creates a grounding sensory blend. The rhythmic, almost imperceptible passage of the continents beneath your gaze encourages a profound stillness, a quiet, expansive moment of global contemplation. You feel the almost weightless glide of the globe beneath your hand as it slowly continues its silent rotation. The soft golden light of the late afternoon continues to deepen within the wood-paneled study, casting long, comforting shadows across the quiet room. The gentle gleam of the spinning brass globe captures and disperses this light, creating a subtle, mesmerizing dance of muted reflections. You stand there, a quiet observer of this tranquil motion, feeling your breath deepen, slowing to match the unhurried rhythm of the turning world. The world spins silently, gracefully, beneath your relaxed hand, a profound and settling image. The rich, grounding scent of old leather and seasoned timber from your wood-paneled study begins to gently dissipate as the late afternoon light deepens into a softer, warmer glow. The quiet, effortless spin of the antique brass globe fades from your immediate focus, replaced by a subtle, new aroma drifting towards you, a tantalizing hint of warm, earthy spices mingling with the clean, fresh scent of herbs. Your footsteps, now on cooler, smoother stone, lead you from the hushed contemplation of journeys past towards a different kind of sensory exploration, a culinary one. You find yourself in the expansive, high-ceilinged grand estate kitchen, a place of both practical elegance and quiet activity. The room is bathed in the soft golden light filtering through tall, arched windows that overlook a herb garden, their panes reflecting the mellow sky. The air here is remarkably clean, cool, and organized, carrying a subtle blend of fresh produce and polished copper. Your feet move across large, smooth slabs of cool marble, its surface gleaming softly, while gleaming copper pots and pans hang silently from racks above a vast, imposing stove. A faint, low hum from a sophisticated ventilation system is barely audible, a constant, soothing undertone. Your gaze drifts to a long, beautifully crafted wooden island at the center of the kitchen, its dark, oiled surface reflecting the ambient light. Laid out meticulously are small, artisanal bowls, each holding a distinct, whole exotic spice. You observe the deep, earthy red of whole star anise, the vibrant, almost golden hue of turmeric root, and the intricate, twisted sticks of Ceylon cinnamon. The delicate, dry scent of each spice, distinct and potent, rises subtly into the calm air. With unhurried intention, your fingers reach for a small, dark wooden mortar and its accompanying pestle, both weighty and smooth with age. You feel the cool, substantial density of the mortar as you place it on the polished wood. From one of the small bowls, you gently pick up a handful of whole green cardamom pods, their skins surprisingly firm and slightly waxy under your touch. They make a soft, dry rustle as you drop them into the mortar, a gentle cascade of tiny aromatic treasures. You slowly take the heavy, rounded pestle into your hand, feeling its smooth, cool, balanced weight. With a deliberate rhythmic motion, you begin to press and twist it into the mortar. The first soft crackle of the cardamom pods breaking open is a pleasing sound, followed by the gentle, insistent grind, 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 as the seeds release their potent, sweet, almost citrusy fragrance into the air. The aroma is instantly captivating, warm and inviting, deepening with each slow, rhythmic press. You continue to work the pestle, allowing the meditative sound and the slowly intensifying scent to fill the quiet, spacious kitchen, settling your focus entirely on this aromatic transformation, a gentle rhythm in the deepening evening calm. The soft, rhythmic grind of the pestle against the mortar gently ceases, leaving behind the intensely sweet and aromatic presence of freshly crushed cardamom. The warm, inviting scent now truly fills the grand estate kitchen, mingling with the subtle aromas of copper and fresh herbs, deepening the tranquil atmosphere. The cool, smooth marble of the central island remains a steady anchor as you continue your unhurried culinary meditation in the soft, golden light of the late afternoon. You gently lift the heavy wooden pestle from the mortar, feeling its familiar, balanced weight. With slow, deliberate movements, you then carefully tilt the mortar, allowing the finely ground, pale green cardamom powder to spill in a soft, dry time whisper into a wide, shallow porcelain bowl. The powder is incredibly fine, almost silken to the touch, and its rich fragrance intensifies as it settles, a delicate cloud of scent. The cool, smooth porcelain feels comforting beneath your fingertips. Next, your attention drifts to other whole spices awaiting their turn, their distinct shapes and colors catching the soft light. You pick up a few slender sticks of Ceylon cinnamon, their surfaces rough and textured, then a couple of dark, star-shaped anise pods. Feeling their rigid, intricate structure, you place them carefully into the now empty mortar, each falling with a light, dry clink against the wood. Once more, you take up the pestle, and with that same steady, rhythmic motion, begin to gently crush them. The initial soft crack of the cinnamon bark gives way to a deeper, more insistent, thready way as the star anise yields its complex, licorice-like fragrance. As these new spices transform into a fragrant powder, their unique aromas begin to weave themselves into the air, blending with the existing cardamom. You carefully add them to the porcelain bowl, watching the fine dust settle, creating new layers of color and scent. Then, reaching for a small, smooth wooden spoon, its polished surface cool and light, you begin to gently fold and blend the fragrant powders. The soft rustle of the dry powders mixing, the subtle visual transformation of their colors intertwining, creates a quiet, almost hypnotic focus. The resulting blend is a tapestry of warm, earthy, and subtly sweet notes, a rich olfactory signature. You pause, holding the bowl close, inhaling the deep, comforting aroma of your crafted blend. The fine, silky texture of the finished powder is smooth and cool to the touch. The kitchen remains profoundly quiet, save for the faint hum of the ventilation and the distant, soft rustle of leaves beyond the window. The rich, unique fragrance of the blended spices settles around you, a unique culinary signature now complete, bringing a profound sense of quiet accomplishment and deep, settled calm, ready to infuse quiet moments ahead. The rich, earthy sense of exotic spices from your grand estate kitchen gently dissipate as the late afternoon light softens further. A new kind of quietude draws you towards a different space, one that echoes with history and subtle elegance. Your footsteps, now on deep pile carpeting, feel almost entirely silent as you glide across the threshold into the profound calm of your formal dining room. The faint, warm aroma of polished wood and beeswax, mingled with a subtle metallic tang, immediately greets you. The room is bathed in a mellow, indirect light that filters through tall, velvet-draped windows, casting soft, deep shadows across the intricately carved mahogany table. Its vast, polished surface gleams faintly, reflecting the subtle glow, a silent testament to countless generations of gatherings. The air within the dining room is still and cool, carrying a refined, antique essence. A gentle, almost imperceptible clink from a distant part of the room catches your attention. A soft, rhythmic sound. Your gaze settles upon a small, dedicated alcove where a service assistant is quietly engaged in a task of meticulous care. They move with an unhurried grace, their hands encased in soft, white cotton gloves, carefully arranged around a collection of heirloom silverware. Each piece, from ornate forks to elegant spoons, rests on a plush velvet cloth, awaiting its turn. The faint metallic scent of silver polish is now subtly discernible, a clean, sharp undertone to the room's warm, woody fragrance. You approach slowly, taking care not to disturb the focused quiet. The assistant selects a large, intricately engraved serving spoon. With a delicate touch, they apply a small, creamy dollop of polishing paste to its surface. The smooth, cool metal of the spoon gleams dully before the application. Then, with a soft, circular motion, they begin to work a piece of specially treated cloth over the spoon. The gentle buff, buff, buff of the cloth against the silver is a rhythmic, soothing sound, a whisper of meticulous attention. As the polishing continues, you observe the transformation. The dull patina on the silver slowly gives way to a brilliant, almost liquid sheen, reflecting the soft light with renewed intensity. Each stroke of the cloth reveals more of the intricate engraving, the delicate curves and flourishes emerging with pristine clarity. The precise, patient work, the quiet dedication to restoring each piece to its original luster, fills the space with a profound sense of calm. The gentle gleam of the polished silverware, now radiating a soft, internal light, embodies a timeless elegance, reflecting the serene quietude of the room, drawing you further into a deep and settled relaxation. The gentle, rhythmic buff-buff-buff of the polishing cloth continues, filling the formal dining room with its soft, consistent sound. The faint, clean scent of silver polish now subtly permeates the air, mingling with the warm, antique aroma of polished mahogany and beeswax, creating a deeply tranquil and familiar atmosphere. The service assistant, with quiet focus, meticulously works on the heirloom serving spoon, its surface slowly yielding to a brilliant, almost liquid sheen under their gloved hand. The deepening late afternoon light, now a softer gold, filters through the velvet-draped windows, casting long, comforting shadows across the vast, gleaming table. You remain a quiet observer, allowing your gaze to follow the precise, circular motion of the assistant's hand. You notice the subtle flexing of the soft cotton cloth as it glides over the intricate engraving of the spoon, meticulously restoring each delicate curve and flourish to pristine clarity. The cool, smooth surface of the silver, once dull, now reflects the ambient light with renewed intensity, capturing miniature, ephemeral gleams that dance with each stroke. This quiet, repetitive motion is profoundly calming, an almost hypnotic rhythm of restoration and care. With unhurried grace, the assistant sets the now polished spoon aside on a fresh section of the plush velvet cloth. The soft clink as it settles is barely audible, a gentle punctuation mark in the serene quietude. Their gloved fingers then reach for the next piece in the neatly arranged collection. Perhaps a graceful dinner fork, its long, elegant tines waiting patiently. You observe the initial dullness of its surface, a subtle contrast to the luminous gleam of the piece just completed, and anticipate its transformation. A fresh, creamy dollop of polishing paste is applied, its texture smooth and cool against the silver. The buff-buff-buff begins anew, a reassuring return to the steady, quiet rhythm. Each stroke removes a whisper of tarnish, revealing more of the hidden luster beneath. The fine details of the fork's handle, once slightly obscured, slowly emerge with exquisite clarity, catching and reflecting the soft light in a gentle, almost shimmering dance. The air around you feels utterly still, save for this focused, repetitive sound. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the cool, clean air fill your lungs, carrying that refined scent of silver polish and old wood. The steady, quiet work, the meticulous attention to each delicate piece, and the gradual emergence of their inherent beauty all contribute to a profound sense of settled calm. The entire room seems to hold its breath, reflecting the soft golden light on each polished surface. Your own thoughts begin to soften and slow, drifting with the gentle, rhythmic cadence of the polishing, drawn deeper into a tranquil, unhurried space. The quiet, repetitive motion of polishing silverware in the formal dining room, along with the faint, clean scent of silver polish, gently recedes from your awareness. The soft golden light of the late afternoon has deepened further, casting longer, more tranquil shadows across your estate. A new, consistent sound, a delicate rhythmic splash and trickle, begins to draw your attention, emanating from an outdoor space, inviting a different kind of quiet contemplation. You step from the hushed elegance of the dining room into the open air of your central courtyard. The air here is now distinctly cooler, carrying a refreshing blend of damp stone, green foliage, and the faint, sweet perfume of night-blooming jasmine beginning to unfurl its delicate petals. Your footsteps on the ancient flagstones are soft, almost entirely absorbed by the thick moss that grows between them, a quiet, grounding sensation. At the heart of the courtyard, surrounded by meticulously arranged potted citrus trees, stands a tiered stone fountain. Its ancient surface, weathered by centuries, is adorned with intricate carvings, now softened by time. From its uppermost tier, a gentle cascade of water begins its descent, a consistent, soothing whisper of falling liquid. The smooth, cool stone of the fountain feels calming to your touch if you were to reach out. You move towards a comfortable stone bench, positioned perfectly to overlook the fountain and the tranquil garden beyond. A heavy, leather-bound book with a supple, aged cover rests invitingly on the bench. You settle onto the cool, smooth stone, feeling its sturdy support, and pick up the book, its familiar weight a comforting presence in your hands. The faint, earthy scent of old paper and leather rises to meet you. Opening the book, you allow your eyes to drift over the elegant, unhurried script on the cream-colored pages. The soft, diffuse light from the deepening twilight hours makes the words a little softer, less demanding, almost inviting a more meditative kind of reading. The persistent, gentle sound of the distant fountain, a steady splash, trickle splash, becomes the sole companion to your quiet activity. Each rhythmic fall of water acts as a gentle anchor, keeping your mind peacefully engaged without demanding active thought, simply existing as a soft, continuous melody. The quiet repetition of the fountain's sound, combined with the tactile presence of the book and the cool, fresh air, deepens the profound sense of calm that settles around you, a perfect, unhurried end to the day. The gentle splash, trickle splash of the distant fountain continues its soothing rhythm, a constant, lulling presence in the tranquil courtyard. The air, now softened by the deepening twilight, carries the faint, sweet perfume of night-blooming jasmine, a delicate, grounding scent. You remain comfortably seated on the cool, smooth stone bench, the familiar weight of the leather-bound book, a steady presence in your hands, its pages softly illuminated by the fading light. A delicate, almost imperceptible breeze whispers through the courtyard, rustling the leaves of the potted citrus trees with a soft, dry. You feel its cool, fleeting touch against your cheek, a refreshing caress in the quiet air. The ancient flagstones beneath your feet radiate a gentle coolness, a grounding sensation that connects you to the deep history of the estate. The combination of the cool stone and the soft breeze creates a perfect microclimate of calm. Your gaze remains softly fixed on the open pages of the classic tale. The elegant script, once a series of distinct characters, now seems to blur slightly, less about precise meaning and more about the serene flow of the words themselves. You allow your eyes to drift along the lines, absorbing the rhythm of the language rather than actively comprehending the narrative, letting the gentle ebb and flow of the prose become another layer of quiet comfort. The subtle earthy scent of old paper and leather from the book is deeply reassuring, a constant, grounding companion. You turn a page with a slow, deliberate movement, the soft, dry whisper of the paper, a delicate sound in the stillness. The faint impression of the printed letters against your fingertips is almost imperceptible, a ghostly touch. The fountain's steady, rhythmic sound continues its gentle patter, weaving itself seamlessly into the fabric of the quiet courtyard, a constant, natural lullaby. Your breathing has unconsciously synchronized with its pace, deep and even, bringing a profound sense of settled peace. You close your eyes for a long, unhurried moment, feeling the cool stone beneath you, the light breeze on your skin, and the comforting weight of the book on your lap. The images from the classic tale, now softened and diffused, drift through your mind like gentle clouds, unburdened by narrative urgency. Everything feels perfectly balanced, perfectly still. The subtle sounds of the evening settling, the soft rustle of leaves, and the unending splash-trickle-splash of the distant fountain deepen the sense of profound tranquility. You are utterly absorbed in this quiet, unhurried moment, enveloped by the cool stone and the gentle breeze, drifting peacefully. The gentle splash, trickle-splash of the courtyard fountain, and the cool, settling sensation of the stone bench slowly recede from your awareness. The soft, fading light of late evening has now given way to the pristine, clear light of an early morning. A new, refreshing scent, intensely green and alive, carries a promise of dew-kissed petals and fresh earth, gently pulling you from indoor quietude to the vibrant awakening of your formal garden. Your bare feet meet the cool, smooth marble of the conservatory floor. A pleasant, grounding shock. You step from the cool, tiled passage directly into the heart of your vast, impeccably kept formal garden. The air here is crisp and cool, damp with the lingering dew, and infused with the invigorating fragrance of countless blooming flowers and damp earth. Overhead, the sky is a pale, pearlescent gray, hinting at the imminent rise of the sun, casting a soft, ethereal glow over the meticulously manicured beds and geometrically sculpted hedges. A chorus of distant, gentle birdsong is the only sound, a sweet, clear melody in the profound stillness. Your eyes drift over a collection of freshly cut blooms, carefully gathered and laid out on a polished stone work table in a sheltered alcove. Each stem, still beaded with tiny droplets of dew, radiates a fresh, vibrant energy. You see the velvety crimson of newly opened roses, their petals still furled with a delicate shyness, the deep purple of lavender spikes, and the pristine white of delicate lilies. Their combined fragrances create a rich, complex perfume that hangs sweetly in the cool morning air. You reach for a heavy, clear, crystal vase, its surface cool and smooth against your fingertips. The delicate clink of your engagement ring against the glass is a soft, clear sound in the stillness. You fill the vase with cool, fresh water from a nearby silver pitcher. The quiet gurgle of the liquid, a soothing addition to the morning symphony. The water gleams, catching the pre-dawn light. With unhurried grace, you select a particularly perfect rose. Its stem, cool and firm, feels alive in your hand. You gently strip away a few lower leaves, the soft snip of the shears, a precise, satisfying sound. Then, with careful consideration, you plunge the rose into the cool water of the vase. The delicate plop, as the stem meets the liquid, is almost imperceptible. Each bloom is chosen, carefully trimmed, and placed with thoughtful intention, building a quiet, harmonious arrangement. The subtle, sweet scent of the roses, now mingled with the faint metallic tang of the shears, deepens around you. The meticulous arrangement of the freshly cut blooms, each a testament to nature's artistry, fills the space with quiet purpose and a profound sense of settled calm, ready for the day's gentle unfolding. The crisp, cool air of your formal garden, vibrant with the scent of dew and fresh blooms, continues to envelop you. The rhythmic birdsong, distant and clear, blends harmoniously with the gentle gurgle of water in the crystal vase. You stand before the polished stone work table, a quiet focus settling upon the task of arranging the freshly cut flowers, each one a small masterpiece of nature. The smooth, cool marble of the conservatory floor underfoot is a pleasant, grounding sensation as you continue your quiet work. Your hands, moving with an unhurried grace, now reach for a cluster of delicate white lilies, their pristine petals unfurling with an ethereal elegance. You feel the cool, firm weight of their stems, the slight resistance as you bring the sharp, shining shears to them. The soft, precise snip as a stem is cut is a clean, satisfying sound that echoes faintly in the morning stillness. A subtle, sweet, almost powdery fragrance, distinct from the roses, rises from the lilies, mingling delicately in the air. You carefully position the lilies within the crystal vase, allowing their tall, graceful forms to rise above the roses, creating a sense of natural height and balance. The delicate swish of their leaves against the glass, a soft, barely audible whisper, is a soothing addition to the sounds of the arrangement. You turn the vase slowly, observing the interplay of colors and textures, ensuring that each bloom finds its perfect place within the composition. The cool, smooth surface of the crystal catches and disperses the soft morning light, creating subtle, dancing reflections. Your fingers then reach for a handful of slender lavender spikes, their tiny purple blossoms exuding a dry, calming herbal scent. You trim their woody stems with the same quiet precision, the snip a little sharper this time. These you tuck gently between the larger blooms, allowing their delicate color to add depth and their subtle fragrance to ground the more opulent scents of the roses and lilies. The fine, almost imperceptible rustle of the dried lavender flowers against your fingers is a delicate sensation. You pause, taking a slow, deep breath, allowing the rich, complex perfume of the arrangement to fill your senses. The delicate scent of roses and lilies, now beautifully harmonized with the lavender, creates a unique, calming fragrance. The water in the vase, still and clear, holds the stems in a graceful embrace. The morning light brightens slightly, illuminating the finished floral masterpiece. Every element feels perfectly balanced, a testament to natural beauty and careful intention. This quiet artistry fills you with a profound sense of settled peace, a gentle, fragrant calm that deepens with each passing moment, ready to infuse the day ahead with quiet beauty. The vibrant, fresh scent of roses and lilies from your morning garden harvest slowly recedes, replaced by a deep, resonant aroma of aged parchment and seasoned oak. The crisp, cool air of dawn, along with the distant birdsong, softens into the hushed, temperate quiet of your dedicated manuscript chamber. Your footsteps, now on smooth, cool flagstones, are almost entirely silent as you transition from the ephemeral beauty of fresh blooms to the enduring whispers of history. You step into the meticulously preserved manuscript chamber, a space designed for quiet scholarship and contemplation. The air within is remarkably still, cool and dry, carrying that distinct, irreplaceable scent of ancient paper, vellum, and fine leather. Indirect lighting, carefully calibrated to protect the delicate materials, casts a soft, warm glow across the rows of heavy, custom-built wooden shelves. Each shelf holds a curated collection of rare, leather-bound volumes and delicate, unbound folios, all resting in specially constructed archival boxes. A profound silence envelops you, broken only by the barely perceptible hum of the climate control system, a constant, soothing whisper. Your gaze drifts along the spines of the beautifully preserved books, each a portal to a different era. You reach for a specific archival box, its smooth, cool linen cover a subtle texture beneath your fingertips. With deliberate, unhurried grace, you carefully slide it from its shelf, feeling its reassuring weight. The soft, dry whisper of the box being removed is a gentle sound in the profound quiet. You carry it to a large, polished oak work table, its surface cool and smooth, where a soft, dark velvet cloth awaits. Carefully, you lift the lid of the archival box. Inside, nestled on a bed of acid-free tissue paper, lies a single, precious manuscript, unbound, its vellum pages a creamy, almost luminous off-white. You gently lift the manuscript, feeling its delicate, unexpected lightness. The ancient vellum, surprisingly soft and pliable. The faint, sweet aroma of parchment, subtle and distinct, rises from the aged pages. You carefully place it on the velvet cloth, where it lies open to a page adorned with intricate, hand-painted illuminations. Your fingers, moving with exquisite care, trace the delicate, almost feathery strokes of a medieval scribe's hand. You feel the subtle texture of the vellum, almost like fine skin, and the raised, cool impression of the hand-applied gold leaf that catches the ambient light with a soft, ethereal gleam. Each vibrant color, each precise line, tells a silent story of centuries past. The profound stillness of the chamber and the tangible presence of this ancient artifact create a deep sense of reverence and tranquil absorption. Each page, with its gentle whisper of history, draws you further into a world of quiet, enduring beauty, settling your thoughts into a profound, peaceful calm. The delicate vellum pages of the ancient manuscript lie open before you, their intricate illuminations catching the soft, protective light within the manuscript chamber. The air remains cool, dry, and imbued with the profound, grounding scent of aged parchment and fine leather. Your fingertips still feel the subtle, almost skin-like texture of the vellum, a tangible link to centuries past. A profound stillness envelops you, broken only by the barely perceptible hum of the climate control system, a constant, soothing whisper in the quiet, undisturbed air. Your gaze, calm and unwavering, settles on a particularly delicate section of the manuscript. You notice a faint, almost invisible layer of dust that has settled over the centuries, a whisper of time on the exquisite calligraphy. With unhurried grace, you reach for a specialized, incredibly soft camel hair brush, its bristles silken and light. The cool, smooth wood of its handle feels comforting between your fingers. This brush is designed for the gentlest touch, a tool of preservation. With utmost care, you begin to lightly brush the surface of the vellum. The soft, almost inaudible swish, swish, swish of the bristles against the parchment is a delicate, rhythmic sound, a whisper of reverence for the ancient material. You watch as tiny, almost invisible motes of dust lift and disperse, caught in the gentle current of the air, revealing the pristine clarity of the ink beneath. The parchment, a creamy off-white, seems to lighten and brighten subtly with each careful stroke, revealing the enduring vibrancy of the pigments. The tactile sensation of the soft bristles against the delicate vellum is a gentle, calming caress. You turn the page with slow, deliberate movements, supporting its delicate weight with both hands, feeling its surprising pliability. The soft, dry rustle of the vellum is a subtle, papery whisper, a sound that echoes the countless hands that have turned these pages across time. Each fresh page presents new details to observe, new lines of exquisite script, new delicate illustrations, all requiring the same unhurried, meticulous attention. The subtle, sweet aroma of the ancient parchment deepens with each turn, a grounding, historical fragrance. You continue this quiet ritual, a rhythmic dance of preservation and contemplation. The soft brushing of the parchment, the subtle sounds of movement, and the profound stillness of the chamber, all combine to create a deeply meditative atmosphere. Your focus is singular, absorbed entirely in the delicate task, allowing any lingering thoughts to simply drift away. The precious literary treasures, now gently cared for, continue to whisper their stories in the profound quiet. This meticulous attention brings a deep, settled calm, a sense of timeless peace in the serene chamber. The profound stillness and ancient scent of parchment from your manuscript chamber slowly recede, replaced by a deep, earthy aroma of warm flour and yeast. The cool, dry air shifts into a comforting, radiant warmth, drawing you from the whispers of history to the nurturing embrace of your traditional bakery. Your footsteps, now on worn terracotta tiles, are soft and grounding, a pleasant contrast to the quiet formality of earlier spaces. You step into the grand, yet humbly inviting, bakery, a place filled with the promise of wholesome creation. The room is bathed in the soft, golden light of early morning, filtering through tall, arched windows that frame a glimpse of your estate's waking gardens. The air here is rich and comforting, carrying a pervasive, sweet, almost milky scent of rising dough, mingled with the subtle, smoky aroma of a distant wood-fired oven. The ambient sound is a low, rhythmic crackle and hiss asterisk from the oven, a continuous, soothing murmur in the background, a testament to its gentle, consistent heat. Your gaze is immediately drawn to the majestic, domed traditional bakery oven, its ancient stone exterior radiating a palpable warmth. Through its wide, arched opening, a soft, inviting glow emanates, illuminating the hearth within. Neatly arranged on flat, wooden peels are several rounded loaves of unbaked dough, their pale, smooth surfaces already showing faint, delicate bubbles, promising future expansion. The rustic, earthy scent of the dough itself is grounding, a pure smell of raw potential. You settle onto a sturdy, low wooden stool, its surface smooth and worn by countless hours of patient waiting. Your hands rest gently on your knees, allowing the warmth from the oven to softly caress your face. You observe the dough, patiently arranged on its peel. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the gentle heat begins its work. The surface of the dough, initially taut, begins to soften and relax, taking on a subtle, silken sheen. Then, with a mesmerizing slowness, you observe the transformation. The dough starts to swell, a quiet, internal expansion. Tiny, almost invisible seams and fissures appear on its surface, slowly stretching and deepening. The gentle rise is deliberate, organic, a silent, powerful process of creation. The subtle, sweet scent of yeast, now warmed, intensifies, becoming richer, more profound. The low, rhythmic crackle of the wood fire within the oven continues its steady song, a primal, comforting sound. Watching the slow, mesmerizing rise of the dough, this quiet, patient unfolding fills the space with a profound sense of natural rhythm and deep, settled calm. Your breathing naturally slows, matching the unhurried, gentle expansion, finding a deep peace in this simple, ancient magic. The profound stillness of the traditional bakery, infused with the deeply comforting aroma of warm flour and yeast, continues to envelop you. The early morning light, now a gentle, ethereal gold, filters through the tall, arched windows, casting long, serene shadows across the worn terracotta tiles. Your gaze remains fixed on the majestic, domed oven, its ancient stone exterior radiating a consistent, nurturing warmth that softly caresses your face. The dough, once merely rising, is now undergoing a more profound transformation within its radiant embrace. You observe the loaves resting on their long, wooden peels within the oven's glowing interior. Their surfaces, initially pale and soft, have begun to take on a delicate golden brown hue, a subtle, inviting blush that deepens with each passing minute. Tiny, almost imperceptible fissures have opened on the crust, creating intricate patterns, like miniature rivers etched across a warm landscape. A very faint, soft hiss and crackling sound, barely audible over the oven's consistent low hum, emanates from the bread, a quiet symphony of expansion and crust formation, each sound a testament to its gentle baking. The aroma in the bakery has now deepened, evolving from the pure scent of rising yeast to the rich, wholesome fragrance of baking bread. It is a comforting, almost primal smell, a blend of toasted grains, sweet warmth, and a subtle earthiness that fills your lungs with each slow, deliberate breath. This warm, pervasive scent is deeply grounding, a silent promise of nourishment and simple luxury. You can almost feel the softness of the interior crumb, the slight crunch of the perfect crust, just from the profound smell alone. You shift slightly on the smooth, worn wooden stool, feeling its steady support beneath you, your hands resting comfortably on your knees. The radiant heat from the open oven mouth continues to wash over you, a constant, gentle warmth that penetrates deep into your bones, loosening any remaining tension in your shoulders. The low, rhythmic thrums of the wood fire within the oven continues, a deep, steady pulse that aligns with your own slowing heartbeat, creating a profound, meditative state. There is no urgency, only the quiet, mesmerizing process of creation unfolding before your eyes. You take a long, slow breath, holding the rich, warm scent of baking bread in your lungs before releasing it slowly, softly. The sight of the crust deepening in color, the subtle sounds of its transformation, and the pervasive, comforting aroma all combine to create a deeply immersive experience. Your thoughts drift, soft and unhurried, settling into the tranquil rhythm of the bakery. The warm scent of yeast and baking bread, now a comforting, enveloping presence, brings a profound sense of peace and quiet contentment, gently lulling you further into a deep, serene calm. The deep, comforting aroma of baking bread and the radiant warmth of the traditional bakery gently recede from your awareness. The early morning light, now growing stronger, still holds a soft, ethereal quality. A new kind of inviting warmth and a delicate, earthy scent of minerals and something floral draws you towards a different sanctuary of comfort within your estate, your private marble spa. Your bare feet meet the cool, polished marble floor, a grounding sensation that prepares you for the profound relaxation ahead. You step into the serene expanse of your private spa, a haven of tranquil luxury. The air here is immediately distinct, warm, moist, and infused with the subtle, comforting aroma of steam, mingled with a delicate hint of lavender and eucalyptus. Soft, indirect lighting from recessed fixtures casts a gentle, diffused glow across the pristine white and gray veining of the marble walls and floor, creating a luminous, ethereal ambiance. The ambient sound is a low, rhythmic hiss asterisk from the steam generator, a constant, soothing undertone, along with the very faint, melodic, drip, drip, drip of water from an unseen source, a gentle, hypnotic cadence. Your gaze settles upon the heart of the room, a large, impeccably carved marble-soaking tub, its inviting surface already filled with crystal-clear, steaming water. Delicate tendrils of scented steam rise gracefully from its surface, dancing in the soft light, carrying their calming fragrance. The smooth, cool edge of the marble tub feels firm and luxurious beneath your fingertips if you were to reach out, a stark yet inviting contrast to the warm water within. With unhurried grace you approach the tub. You carefully lower yourself into the warm, enveloping water, feeling its silky softness caress your skin. The gentle whoosh of the displaced water is a soft, comforting sound. You settle into the tub, allowing the warm liquid to cradle your body, supporting every limb, releasing any lingering tension from your shoulders and neck. The smooth, cool marble of the tub's rim feels grounding and steady beneath your outstretched arms. You close your eyes, breathing in the rich, soothing aroma of the scented steam. The gentle warmth penetrates deep into your muscles, encouraging them to relax fully. The rhythmic hiss of the steam generator and the soft drip, drip, drip of water blend into a continuous, lulling symphony. You are completely enveloped in this luxurious cocoon of warmth and fragrance, your senses soothed, your mind drifting into a deep, profound calm. The calming soak in your private marble spa, surrounded by scented steam, is a journey into complete tranquility. The warm, silky water of the marble soaking tub continues to cradle your body, a weightless, comforting embrace. The air in your private spa remains soft, humid, and rich, with the subtle, calming aroma of lavender and eucalyptus, a fragrant balm for your senses. The rhythmic hiss of the steam generator and the gentle, melodic drip, drip, drip of water from an unseen source have now blended into a single, continuous, soothing symphony. a constant whisper in the serene space. You allow your muscles, one by one, to fully release, sinking deeper into the tranquil warmth. The gentle pressure of the water against your skin is profoundly comforting, a continuous, soft caress that seems to draw out every last vestige of tension. You feel the almost imperceptible movement of the water as delicate tendrils of steam rise gracefully around you, a shimmering, soft curtain that diffuses the already soft, indirect light, creating a private, ethereal cocoon. The smooth, cool marble of the tub's rim, beneath your relaxed arms, remains a steady, grounding presence. Your breathing has deepened, becoming slow, even, and almost entirely automatic, synchronizing with the gentle, rhythmic sounds of the spa. With each slow inhalation, you feel the warm, scented air fill your lungs, and with each unhurried exhalation, you release any remaining tightness, any stray thought, allowing yourself to drift further into the profound relaxation. The subtle warmth penetrates deeper into your core, a gentle heat radiating outward through your limbs, softening every fiber of your being. You close your eyes for a long, unhurried moment, allowing your mind to empty, leaving only the pure, soft sensations of warmth and fragrance. The only sight is the gentle play of light behind your eyelids, soft and diffuse. The lingering, faint sounds of the day, once distinct, now blur into a distant, muted murmur, entirely unthreatening and far away. All sense of external urgency dissolves, replaced by an inner stillness that expands with each passing moment, a quiet, profound surrender. The gentle warmth continues to envelop you, a steadfast, unwavering presence. You rest deeply within this luxurious warmth, feeling relaxation permeate every fiber of your body, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. The soft, rhythmic sounds, the comforting humidity, and the delicate fragrances all weave together into a seamless tapestry of calm. You are utterly suspended in this perfect moment, weightless and profoundly peaceful. The soft, embracing warmth is a gentle lullaby, easing you further and further into a state of deep, undisturbed rest. The soft, humid embrace of your private marble spa, along with the calming scent of lavender and eucalyptus, slowly fades from your awareness. The deep, pervasive relaxation has settled into every fiber of your being as you emerge into the deeper twilight of early evening. A new kind of gentle, flickering light and a subtle, warm scent of beeswax and old timber draw you towards a different, more ancient heart of your estate, the grand central hall. Your bare feet meet the cool, polished stone floor, a grounding transition from the watery warmth. You step into the vast, high-ceilinged hall, its immensity softened by the gathering dusk. The air here is remarkably still, cool, and dry, carrying a profound, comforting aroma of ancient stone, polished wood, and a delicate hint of beeswax from newly lit candles. The tall, arched windows, now dark panes reflecting the faint interior glow, hint at the night unfolding outside. A profound silence envelops you, broken only by the barely perceptible hiss and flicker of numerous candles, a soft, ethereal symphony. Your gaze is drawn to the majestic, ancient tapestries that adorn the stone walls, their immense, woven narratives stretching from floor to ceiling. Their colors, once vibrant, are now muted by centuries, yet retain a deep, resonant beauty. Before them, Carefully placed on ornate silver stands, a series of thick beeswax candles cast their soft, dancing light. Each flame is a tiny, living beacon, gently illuminating a section of the woven scene. You settle onto a grand velvet-upholstered bench, its deep cushions yielding softly beneath you with a gentle sigh. The cool, smooth wood of its arms feels steady beneath your fingertips. Your attention is drawn to the interplay of light and shadow on one particular tapestry. As the candlelight subtly flickers and sways, the ancient figures and landscapes within the weaving seem to come alive, their forms subtly shifting, their colors deepening and receding in a slow, mesmerizing dance. The rich texture of the woven threads, initially a flat surface, now gains a subtle, perceived depth, almost three-dimensional. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the warm, beeswax scent of the candles to fill your senses, mingling with the deep, earthy aroma of the ancient wool and linen of the tapestries. The soft, gentle flicker, flicker, flicker of the flames is profoundly hypnotic, a rhythmic visual cadence that lulls your gaze. There is no urgency to interpret the scenes, only to observe their quiet, constant motion in the dancing light. The profound stillness of the hall and the subtle, rhythmic interplay of light and shadow create a deep sense of settled calm, drawing you further into a state of profound peace. The ancient tapestries, bathed in the hypnotic dance of candlelight, hold a silent, timeless beauty, gently inviting a deep, quiet rest. The soft, rhythmic flicker, flicker, flicker of the beeswax candles continues its hypnotic dance in the grand hall, casting a gentle, timeless glow. The air remains cool, dry, and deeply comforting, infused with a subtle, warm scent of beeswax and ancient wood, a grounding aroma that settles around you. You are still seated on the plush velvet bench, allowing the profound stillness of the room to envelop you completely as the early evening deepens its embrace. Your gaze remains softly fixed on the vast, ancient tapestries, now truly alive with the interplay of light and shadow. The woven scenes of myth and history, with their faded figures and landscapes, are no longer static images but fluid narratives. You observe as the flickering candlelight causes the shadows to lengthen and shrink, to deepen and recede, giving the illusion of subtle movement to the heroes and mythical beasts, the forests and castles. A gentle, almost imperceptible whoosh of air from the candle flames as they occasionally waver is the only sound, a delicate breath in the profound quiet. You watch a specific section of a tapestry, perhaps depicting a tranquil forest scene. The trees, woven in shades of deep green and brown, seem to sway gently as the light shifts, their leaves rustling in an imagined breeze. The dappled light creates fleeting highlights on the textured surface of the wool and linen threads, making the woven foliage appear almost alive. The profound stillness of the hall and the slow, rhythmic dance of light create a deeply immersive experience where the boundary between observer and observed gently dissolves. Your breathing has deepened further, becoming soft, even, and almost imperceptible, mirroring the gentle, unhurried pace of the flickering light. You feel the cool, firm wood of the bench armrests beneath your fingers, a grounding, tactile sensation that anchors you in the present moment. The warmth emanating from the candle flames is a subtle, comforting presence, a gentle counterpoint to the cool, still air of the hall. The rich, earthy scent of the centuries-old tapestries, now subtly warmed, becomes more pronounced, a deep, resonant fragrance of time itself. You allow your eyes to soften, unfocusing slightly, letting the scenes on the tapestries blur into a mesmerizing mosaic of shifting colors and flowing forms. The stories they tell are not to be actively deciphered, but simply felt, absorbed through the quiet, timeless glow. The profound peace of the hall deepens, the rhythmic play of shadows on the woven scenes creating a hypnotic comfort. Your thoughts, now few and far between, drift like the candle smoke, light and unburdened. The ancient hall, with its silent, shifting beauty, settles around you, a perfect, enduring sanctuary for deep, quiet rest. The hypnotic dance of candlelight on ancient tapestries in your grand hall slowly recedes, replaced by the profound stillness of the deepening night. The warm, subtle scent of beeswax and ancient wood from the hall yields to a crisp, cool freshness as you step through tall glass doors onto your private moonlit balcony. The polished stone floor beneath your bare feet is cool and smooth, a refreshing sensation after the quiet warmth within. You find yourself suspended above the sleeping estate, bathed in the soft, ethereal glow of the full moon. The sky above is a deep, velvety indigo, studded with countless shimmering stars that twinkle with an almost imperceptible rhythm. The air here is clean, cool, and crisp, carrying a delicate, fresh scent of night-blooming jasmine from the distant garden, mingled with a subtle, damp earthiness. A profound silence envelops you, broken only by the very faint, rhythmic chirp, chirp, chirp of crickets from below, a constant, lulling counterpoint to the deep quiet. Your hands rest lightly on the cool, smooth surface of the ornate wrought iron railing, its intricate patterns silhouetted against the moonlit landscape. You feel the subtle coolness of the metal against your skin, a grounding presence in the vast openness of the night. Your gaze sweeps across the sprawling, silent grounds of your estate, now transformed into a tapestry of deep shadows and soft, silvery moonlight. The distant cypress trees stand tall and dark, their forms softened and blurred by the lunar glow. You close your eyes for a long, unhurried moment, breathing deeply, slowly, allowing the cool night air to fill your lungs. Each inhalation is clean and refreshing, and each exhalation releases any remaining tension, any lingering thought, into the vast, silent expanse of the night. You feel the gentle, almost imperceptible caress of a soft breeze against your skin, a cool whisper that gently lifts and settles the fine strands of hair on your forehead. This consistent coolness is deeply refreshing, yet profoundly soothing. The rhythmic chirp, chirp, chirp of the crickets, combined with the gentle touch of the night air, creates a continuous, lulling symphony. You lean slightly into the cool railing, feeling its steady support, allowing your weight to settle fully. The world feels hushed and vast, a tranquil canvas of moonlight and shadow. This quiet moment on your moonlit balcony, breathing the cool night air, deepens the sense of profound peace, drawing you further into a state of deep, undisturbed rest, a gentle surrender to the quiet enchantment of the night. The cool night air on your moonlit balcony and the rhythmic chirp, chirp, chirp of crickets continue their gentle lull. The deep, velvety indigo sky, strewn with countless shimmering stars, remains a majestic, serene canopy above you. The subtle, clean scent of night-blooming jasmine and damp earth now blends with a faint, almost imperceptible hum from the distant sleeping city below. Your hands still rest lightly on the cool, smooth, wrought iron railing, a steady, grounding presence as the night deepens its embrace. You allow your gaze to drift from the immediate foreground of your estate's moonlit grounds to the vast expanse beyond. The city, usually a vibrant tapestry of light and sound, is now a hushed, softened silhouette, its myriad lights reduced to a gentle, twinkling sprawl on the horizon. A very faint, distant murmur of traffic, like a soft, continuous sigh, drifts upwards, a muted echo of the day's activity. This subtle, unthreatening sound serves only to deepen the profound quietude of your elevated vantage point. You close your eyes for a moment, absorbing the coolness of the railing beneath your fingertips, feeling the gentle, almost imperceptible caress of the night breeze against your face. Your breathing has become naturally slow and deep, a soft, rhythmic intake and release that mirrors the gentle, unhurried pulse of the sleeping world around you. The subtle scent of the night air, crisp and clean, invigorates and soothes in equal measure, a perfect balance for your senses. Opening your eyes, your gaze lifts naturally towards the heavens, drawn to the serene view of stars above. Each star is a pinprick of pure, cold light, distant and unwavering, against the deep, dark canvas. You trace imaginary lines between constellations, their familiar patterns, a calming presence in the vastness. The sheer immensity of the cosmos, observed from this tranquil height, instills a profound sense of peace and perspective. There is no urgency in this observation, only a quiet, boundless wonder. The distant lights of the city below twinkle gently, a terrestrial reflection of the celestial beauty above, creating a seamless, tranquil horizon. The soft sounds of the sleeping city, now merely a gentle, distant hum, blend effortlessly with the rhythmic chirping of crickets, forming a continuous, low-frequency soundscape that acts as a subtle lullaby. The cool air, the vast, star-strewn sky, and the profound stillness of the hour combine to create a deeply immersive experience of peace. Your thoughts, now light and unburdened, drift gently like the night clouds, pulled by the serene view of stars above, dissolving into a deep, quiet, and utterly undisturbed rest. The cool night air and the serene view of stars from your moonlit balcony gently recede, leaving behind a profound sense of peace. The distant hum of the sleeping city, along with the rhythmic chirping of crickets, softens into a barely audible murmur. You move from the expansive openness of the balcony into the hushed, temperate embrace of your private sleeping chambers, the polished marble floor cool and smooth beneath your bare feet. The air here is still, clean, and carries a delicate, fresh scent of laundered linen and a hint of lavender. The room is softly illuminated by a single, dim bedside lamp, casting a warm, inviting glow across the plush carpeting and the antique furnishings. Its gentle light is just enough to guide your movements, yet soft enough to deepen the sense of profound tranquility that permeates the space. A subtle, almost imperceptible swish of air from the gentle circulation system is the only continuous sound, a delicate whisper in the quiet room. Your gaze settles upon the grand four-poster bed, dressed in layers of crisp, white linen. The bed, a generous expanse of soft pillows and smooth sheets, awaits your presence. You approach it with unhurried grace, your steps soft and deliberate on the deep pile carpet. The fresh, clean scent of the laundered linen grows stronger as you draw near, a comforting, familiar aroma that signals the impending deep rest. With a slow, deliberate movement, You reach out and begin to gently pull back the heavy, down-filled duvet. The linen makes a soft, almost ethereal rustle, a series of delicate whispers as the fabric layers shift and separate. You feel the cool, smooth texture of the pure linen against your fingertips, a satisfying tactile sensation. The duvet, substantial and inviting, folds back with a soft, comforting weight, revealing the crisp, freshly ironed sheets beneath. The cool air, trapped beneath the covers, escapes with a subtle, hushed sigh. You then arrange the plump, soft pillows, feeling their light, yielding weight. The fine cotton cases, cool and smooth, make a soft, dry crinkle as you reshape them to your liking, creating a perfect nest for your head. The gentle rustle of linen as you prepare your bed for a night's rest is a deeply meditative process, each sound and sensation contributing to a growing sense of calm. The room is quiet once more, ready to receive you into its comforting embrace, deepening the profound sense of peace, gently lulling you further into a state of deep, undisturbed serenity. The gentle rustle of linen from preparing your bed has now ceased, leaving a profound sense of order and quiet readiness in your private sleeping chambers. The dim bedside lamp casts a soft, unwavering glow, warming the plush carpet and illuminating the inviting expanse of the grand, four-poster bed. The air remains still, clean, and carries that delicate, fresh scent of laundered linen, now mingled with a faint, comforting hint of lavender, deepening the pervasive sense of tranquility that envelops the room. You stand by the bed, the heavy, down-filled duvet already pulled back, its cool, crisp linen awaiting your final touch. With unhurried grace, you reach out, your hands smoothing the top sheet, feeling the exquisite coolness and remarkable softness of the pure linen beneath your palms. Your fingers trace the delicate weave, ensuring every fold is perfectly aligned, every surface impeccably smooth. The sheet offers a faint, almost imperceptible swish as your hands glide over it, a gentle, satisfying sound in the deep quietude of the night. Next, your attention shifts to the plump pillows, carefully positioned at the head of the bed. You lift one, feeling its surprising lightness and the soft, yielding resistance of its downfill. With deliberate gentleness, you begin to fluff and plump it, shaping it to perfection. The fine cotton case makes a soft, dry crinkle as the air is gently redistributed within, creating a perfectly supportive yet yielding surface. You feel the cool, crisp fabric against your cheek for a brief moment before carefully settling the pillow back into its place, creating a harmonious symmetry. You perform the same unhurried ritual with the second pillow, listening to the soft, rhythmic crinkle of the cotton, feeling the gentle spring of the down. Each movement is a quiet act of anticipation, a preparation for the deep, restorative slumber that awaits. The faint, sweet scent of lavender, perhaps subtly infused into the linen, becomes more pronounced with each gentle fluff, a soothing fragrance that calms your mind even further. Finally, with a soft, slow exhalation, you turn back the duvet, allowing its substantial, comforting weight to settle. The freshly plumped pillows now invite you into their soft embrace, a perfect nest for your head. You ease yourself onto the mattress, feeling the gentle give of its supportive surface, the cool, crisp linen sheets softly caressing your skin. The faint, lingering rustle of the linen as you settle is the last sound, a gentle whisper into the profound quiet. The bed, now perfectly prepared, wraps you in a deep, serene calm, every fiber of your being anticipating the profound, undisturbed rest that is about to begin. You ease yourself onto the mattress, feeling the gentle give of its supportive surface, the cool, crisp linen sheets softly caressing your skin. The faint, lingering rustle of the fabric as you settle is the last sound, a gentle whisper into the profound quiet of your private sleeping chambers. The air remains still, clean, and carries that delicate, fresh scent of laundered linen, subtly mingling with a soothing hint of lavender, deepening the pervasive sense of tranquility. You shift minutely, allowing your body to find its most comfortable position within the embrace of the bed. The silken sheets, cool and smooth against your skin, feel like a second skin, their luxurious texture barely perceptible, yet profoundly comforting. You feel the soft, yielding support of the plumped pillows beneath your head, cradling it gently. The heavy, down-filled duvet, already smoothed and settled, now drapes effortlessly over you, a weightless warmth that completely envelops your form. The dim bedside lamp casts a soft, unwavering pool of light, creating gentle, long shadows that stretch across the plush carpet, softening the edges of the room. Your breathing has deepened, becoming naturally slow, even, and almost entirely inaudible. You consciously feel each unhurried inhale and exhale, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, a steady, rhythmic cadence that centers you further into the moment. The subtle coolness of the air on your exposed skin is a refreshing counterpoint to the enveloping warmth of the duvet, a perfect balance that encourages deeper relaxation. You hear only the soft, gentle whoosh of your own breath, a quiet, reassuring presence in the profound stillness. You close your eyes, allowing the last vestiges of the day's gentle impressions to drift away like wisps of cloud. The soft amber glow of the lamp is replaced by a soothing internal darkness, yet you can still sense the quiet presence of the room around you. Your fingers, resting lightly on the cool, smooth linen, feel the subtle weave of the fabric, a delicate, grounding texture. Any lingering, distant sounds from the sleeping estate or the far-off city are now so muted, so indistinct, they have become part of the pervasive quiet, dissolving into the background hum of pure stillness. You surrender completely to the embracing comfort of your bed, feeling a profound sense of weightlessness as your body sinks deeper into the mattress. The gentle warmth, the clean, soft scent, and the pervasive quiet all combine to create a perfect, tranquil haven. You drift, effortlessly, your thoughts becoming softer, more diffused, like shadows lengthening into the deepest part of the night. The silken sheets hold you in their peaceful, luxurious embrace, easing you further and further into a deep, undisturbed slumber. The profound comfort of your silken sheets and the delicate scent of laundered linen continue to envelop you completely. The soft, unwavering glow of the dim bedside lamp now seems to gently recede, melting into the deepening quiet of your private sleeping chambers. Your body, already settled into the plush mattress, feels utterly at ease, perfectly supported. The softest whispers of the outside world, once faint, now dissolve entirely, leaving only an exquisite, all-encompassing stillness. You allow your limbs to feel increasingly heavy, sinking deeper and deeper into the embracing softness of the bed. Your arms, resting comfortably at your sides, feel like they are merging with the cool, smooth silk of the sheets, becoming one with the yielding surface. The gentle warmth emanating from the duvet, substantial yet weightless, wraps around you, a continuous, unwavering caress that encourages every muscle to completely relax. You feel the subtle shift of the duvet against your skin, a delicate, almost imperceptible whisper of fabric. Your breathing has now become effortlessly deep, slow, and profoundly regular. A soft, rhythmic intake and release that is barely audible, even to yourself. You feel the cool, clean air gently fill your lungs with each inhalation, and with each unhurried exhalation, a wave of profound calm washes over you, carrying away the last fragments of thought. The pliant pillows, soft and yielding, perfectly cradle your head, allowing your neck and shoulders to release their final holds, sinking into pure repose. You close your eyes for a long, unhurried moment, allowing the soft, internal darkness to deepen and spread. There are no more images, no more distinct sounds, only the profound sensation of warmth, stillness, and complete, unburdened peace. The luxurious texture of the silken sheets against your skin is a continuous, gentle reminder of deep comfort, a soft, smooth caress that invites further surrender. The air around you feels utterly still, a soft, enveloping blanket of quiet. Your body softens further, melting into the mattress, feeling a profound sense of weightlessness, as if floating on an unseen current. The gentle rhythmic cadence of your own quiet breathing is the only sensation, a soothing, repetitive presence that guides you deeper and deeper. You are completely absorbed in this tranquil moment, sinking further into the profound and peaceful embrace of slumber. The gentle warmth and soft stillness hold you, effortlessly, as you drift, completely,